Greetings and salutations. My name is Tish and welcome to the Artist Haven, where home plus art equals heart. In today's video, I am going to be modifying some soda bottles. One, to make a soda bottle bottom pour thing. And I was looking at this, I cut the top off. And we're going to see what happens with that. But I'm going to show you how I did these modifications. Let's get down to it. So I was watching Brooke G Artistry, and she did a bottle bottom pour, which is what I made here. I gave mine a little handle because if I set that down, yeah, I could probably pick it up from here, but this, I don't know. This just seems safer to me. But I'm going to show you how I safely cut the bottom off of this. And also I'm going to do the top part of this. This takes a little bit more time because it's a thicker plastic. But for about $25, you can pick yourself up a heated tool. This one is made by Walnut Hollow. They're doing some remodeling outside and it's being very loud. Anyway, this is by Walnut Hollow and it comes with a variety of tips. It even comes with a soldering tip, various wood burning tips, everything. But I got it mainly for Jason when he was here on a visit, and also because I wanted the hot knife. So I'm going to go ahead and start cutting this. But you can see at the bottom of a pop bottle it has kind of a line. So what I did is I just set this on the line and just let the heat in the blade and the sharpness of the blade just start a line. I'm not watching where I'm at cutting, I'm watching where I want to go cutting. So while my knife is at the top of the bottle, I'm looking at the bottom of the line where I want to go. I'm focusing on that. There we go. And I got a little crooked because they're doing construction and it startled me and I jumped. I don't know why they're being so loud today. But always cut away from you. I don't want trips to the emergency room. That's fairly level. Okay, now you can poke holes in it with this. Just be careful because the tip of this knife is like really fine and I've already bent it once. Okay, so this one I'm not going to poke holes into, but I am going to put a hole in the top here. So I've got a T-pin, just this guy. You can get these in the sewing department. I use these for a lot of things. These are like my go-to tool for... These work really well for getting your SD card out of your phone. Or your micro SD card. They work really well. So here's another use for your torch. I'm going to heat this up, not too much. Don't touch the tip, it's hot. And then... And the reason why I use the T-pin is because I can heat that up more safely than heating one of these little guys up. So I'm going to put a little dot of glue right here. And then I'm going to flip it over. Okay, so I'm impatient. Okay, so I notice there's a couple of sharp lines on here. I'm taking this and just kind of running it over because it's hot. Now that's relatively smooth. And there's that. That's ready to go. Now for this top piece, all I did was take this and I just ran this thing like probably 5 or 6 times because I didn't want to break my blade, because I don't want to have to replace a brand new blade. So I'm just running the blade right up against, let's see here, right up against the top of the bottom of this thing where the cap sits, and I'm just letting the heat melt it a little bit and the knife cut it a little bit. I'm not putting very much pressure. I'm just running it around, kind of like how you cut a PVC pipe with a pipe cutter. There we go. We got a little bit there that, so I'm going to take my blade and just kind of cut that little bit off. There we go. There we go. Now my thinking, the reason why I did this is because this is such a long like funnel area, and I don't want the paint to puddle up in there. I want it to be like, this is where it starts. So when you have it against your canvas, it'll act like a funnel because all the paint will pour that way. And yes, I do drink Dr. Pepper. It's the only cola I drink. Every once in a while I'll have a Coke or a Pepsi, but usually it's cherry Coke or cherry Pepsi. Okay, so when you have your canvas, you'll have it against your substrate, canvas, whatever you're using, and then you'll pour your paint in there and then lift up, and it'll all just pour out as one. So it'll act like a funnel, but it won't be a funnel. It won't lift off on the sides, if that makes any sense. I wonder if I could find a use for that. Probably. So I'm gonna finish up the rest of these bottles and get to pouring. If you found value in this video, please click that like button. If you like this video and would like to see more, please click that subscribe button and hit that little notification bell as well. Thanks for joining me today. Peace, love, and happiness.